Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the second boss in Sanctum of Domination on heroic difficulty called Eye of the Jailer. This fight has 3 phases. In phase 1 you fight the boss itself. At 75, 50 and 25% boss health, phase 2 triggers. The boss retreats and summons 2 smaller eyes as mini-bosses. Once those are defeated you go back to phase 1. And after you finish the last phase 2, trigger that 25% boss health, phase 3 starts. Phase 3 is a short burn phase, so make sure to do a good pump there. So let's start with phase 1. The boss has no melee attacks and therefore casts Piercing Lens instead, which is basically an auto attack. The boss also casts a tank ability called Deathlink, which redirects the damage that the tank takes from this to the raid. TLDR, if the tank is bad, the whole raid gets punished for it. Here and there we get some RNG damage from Eyebolt, which just does damage to random people. The white swirls on the floor are from Fractured Soul and persists through all phases. If you get hit, your soul gets split into 3, which leads to you getting a small dot and getting slowed. You can run to your souls and collect them to get rid of this debuff. This is very boring and feels very slow, so definitely don't get hit. Annihilating Glare is a huge laser sweeping the room. Non-mage plebs will run to the grapples at the edge of the room and fly across to dodge this like Spider-Man. Cool people like me will just blink over it. Lastly, in this phase we got Stygian Abductors trying to chain and drag people off the platform. When you see someone targeted with a circle, you should run to him and share the drag and run against it. This leads to you that you can drag the ad to the platform instead, and you can fight it and kill it. If you want to get rank 1 locks, ignore everything I said and just do your DPS. So once we reach 75, 50 or 25% health in this phase, phase 2 starts. Here the boss retreats and we get 2 mini-bosses. While immune, the boss gains 2 additional abilities. First one is a long cast called Titanic Death Gaze, doing big rate damage, so healers watch out. The second one is also a long cast. A spell called Desolation Beam, which is a chain lightning which initially targets a player and deals more damage with every jump. The targeted player should run out of the group, obviously. The 2 eye mini-bosses that join the fight need to be tanked 30 yards away from each other, else they get angry and do big rate damage, which also amplifies all shadow damage taken. If they don't die within 8 seconds of each other, they also get angry, so make sure to kill them roughly at the same time, apart from each other. Both eyes apply Slothful Corruption to random targets. This is a dispellable debuff which decreases your DPS, so yell at your healers if they don't dispel it within 0.01 seconds. They also apply Spreading Misery, which is a 5-second dot that drops a pool on expiration. Don't place it in bad places since the pools don't disappear between the phases. After playing 3 times phase 1 and 3 times phase 2, we reach last phase. In the last phase, the boss keeps Desolation Beam, aka Chain Lightning from phase 2, but loses the random eyebolt damage. Most importantly, the boss also gains an aura called Immediate Extermination. This gives the boss 50% attack speed and decreases the healing we can take by 10%, every 6 seconds. It also deals rate-wide damage every time it stacks. This is a classic burn phase, which means we either kill or we die. It's smart to keep your Bloodlust, potions and of course your CDs for this last phase. I think Eye of the Jailer is generally a nice fight. I'll probably reduce the amount of phase 2s to 2 instead of 3 times, as it becomes very repetitive. Also, I hope that phase 3 will at least be a little bit harder than it was on PTR. What do you guys think of this one? I hope you found the video helpful. If you'd like to check out the bosses in text format, head over to mythictrap.com. Most of the animations we use also come from Mythic Trap, which has footage that comes from our PTR tests, so this is basically a guideception. Anyways, make sure to give your feedback, else I'll fight you. See you in the next video. Bye.